Export can be restarted after the estimate phase of a job is completed. This is because the worker processes report job status by entering rows in the control table. The control table contains different types of rows, one of which is called the type completion row, as we see in this example. There is one completion row for each type of object that is exported. In this simplified example, we're showing table spaces and users. In this example, the export of the table space object type is complete, and the user type has started. The first user object that was exported set that time. Then, as we'll see in the next slide about restarting of an import, workers create object rows in the control table for each object of the user type. If all of the users were exported, the worker process would have updated the user completion row with the completion time. In this case, upon restart, a worker process detects that the users were in the process of being exported but didn't finish because there is no completion time. Datapump drops all of the rows that describe the users, drops the completion row, removes the XML stored in the dump files that describes the users, and then it configures the metadata API to start after tablespace, since tablespace is the last complete object type. It's worth noting that if a job is stopped intentionally using the command line interface, the stop command stops the job and allows it to be restarted. However, the kill command stops the job and removes the control table. Once the control table is removed, the job cannot be restarted. Imports can also be restarted using the control table. The tables scott.emp and scott.department were exported along with their indexes. After successful export, the processing_state column for each object row in the control table has the value R, designating retrieved or exported, and the value C in the processing_status column indicates that the objects are current or successfully exported. This is the starting point for an import. If an import job is started and then stopped, for instance after the table scott.emp is imported and before the table scott.department is imported, the rows look like this in the control table on the slide. The value W is the state field, indicates that the table scott.emp is written and imported, and the value C in the status field indicates that the objects are current or successfully imported. The value U, or unknown, in the status field for the table scott.department indicates that the import started but did not finish. When Datapump import restarts, it looks for a row with the value U in the status field and continues with that object. In this case, the table scott.department will be imported again. After that table is created, the import job will continue with the remaining objects. In this case, it will be the two indexes that have an R for retrieved or exported in the state column.